This is the Making Waves Mindset Show with your hosts, Richard Biase
and Dave Moskowitz. Learn from our journey as we share the ups and downs
of being your own boss.
Welcome, everyone, to another fine recording of the Making Waves Mindset Show. Thank you for joining and following along.
Yes, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for putting in those reviews. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube and various other platforms.
Absolutely. We love hearing from you. And if this is your first time listening to the show, this is where we change your mindsets. This is where we think and dream bigger. We take action in life. And if you're looking to leave the 9-to-5 and you want to accomplish great things, it's about your mindset. And this is the show where Dave and I have shared our personal journey of leaving the 9-to-5, as well as bringing on guests who are either behind us, in the middle with us, or long, far years and decades ahead of us, who are sharing their incredible life stories about perseverance, mindset, and resiliency through the entrepreneurial journey.
Yes. And as always, we're going to share the ups and downs of what we're going through and how our entrepreneurship and business life is and how the years have gone by. It feels like it's already
Dave, I found a gray hair in my beard. My first gray hair. Can you believe it?
Don't talk to me about gray hair. I don't have any hair.
It's
Look at the gray. See the grays on my chin.
Yeah, it's all right. That shows wisdom. I believe they call you a silver fox. No, something like that. I don't know.
I still have a 4 in front of my age, so I'm good.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I'll stay in the 3s. I'll stay in the 3s at the front. So,
so we are in our third season, whatever. Second season of recordings, but it's been a year. That's the main part. It's been a year that we started recordings. It's been a year that we both have ventured into the business world and entrepreneurship and left our 9-to-5s per se, which really wasn't a 9-to-5. It was like
24/7, 365, 7. It was like answer the phone, pager, dispatched at night, go.
2 on, 2 off, 3 on, 2 off, 2 on, right? Like it was shift work and stuff like that. So, but hold on a second.
That's okay. For those who don't know, Dave and I were in the policing world. I spent 13 years doing that, and it was time to move on. There were greater opportunities and ambitions in life, and we decided in our policing careers to really, come together and talk about other things currently taking place in law enforcement and policing. And then we just decided, no, let's talk about mindset, because the mindset journey, the perseverance, the health, wellness, lifestyle, the leadership, the just overall life stuff has a greater paintbrush where we can aid in sharing what we've learned from that line of work and how we've transitioned. And it's become a much more fruitful journey. It's become very rewarding, to take this leap, to do something that a lot of people are unwilling to do. They're tied. People know I'm crazy about the golden handcuffs. People are obsessed with that. That's what I was told when I finished school. Got to get a job with a pension. Then you come to realize like these pension funds are maybe 50% funded. There's no guarantee you're going to have a pension. And anybody who's left our line of work and retired, they're still working part-time jobs because this alleged pension that you've been told is going to be there to support you in retirement is actually not enough to support you in retirement. And of course, financial decisions play into that. But for Dave and I, it's been a passion to share those journeys and to share those experiences with our guests about making a change. And it's been great. Honestly, it's been great leaving it, and I have no regrets.
Yeah, definitely. It's been life-changing. It's been a journey. It's been fun. It's been stressful
For sure.
Right? There's areas of stress. There's areas of learning. I've learned so much. I keep on saying the world is such a bigger place than what I knew it would to be. And when you look at your life, when you're working for a company, any company, no matter where you're working, law enforcement, fast food, something, and your life is enthralled into that company. That is your world, right? You wake up, you go to work, you wake up, you go to work, you come home, dinner, go to sleep, work out, whatever you have to do, and then rinse, repeat, right?
Yes.
Rinse and repeat.
Yes.
When you don't have the rinse and repeat anymore, that's when you're like, oh, okay, well, so I could not rinse and repeat today. I can, go on vacation. I can take a
Work
day off.
remotely, make time for family, friends.
I don't have to check with anyone to take a vacation day. I don't want to make money today. I'm not going to make money. If I want to make money today, I'll push to make money.
Yeah.
Life is different outside of the rinse and repeat, and it's such a big world out there. The one thing that I've been blessed with over the last little while is the ability to fall into resources that are enabling me to move forward with business and move forward in the entrepreneurial world. And opportunities have come to light, and opportunities come to you when you start putting out the good vibes and start reaching out to people and looking for opportunities. And that's something that once you get into these entrepreneurial world, and once you get into building your own destiny and building your own future, opportunities come to you.
Yeah.
And it's a matter of you being able to say, yes, I'm going to take it, or no, I'm not going to take it. Stuff like that.
I think a lot of it too, Dave, comes from you being you. You're authentic, you're organic, you're a trusted partner in policing, and that reputation carries over outside of wearing the uniform, where people see the value, the knowledge, and the genuine you that you bring. And people want to partner with that energy. People want to, coordinate and work together on bigger and better things. And that's why our show, it's about dreaming bigger, making waves, and taking action. And it's been critical. And since leaving, there's, people you lose connection with, and you kind of feel like you've been cast out on that boat and you're on your own, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But everyone knows your talents. Everyone knows what you're capable of. And it just makes things so magical. It's incredible. The power, this podcast, this video program, the show, the Making Waves Tribe and Community, we have hit an international audience. And Dave and I are not doing this for money. We're doing this to come together on our own time, to genuinely share our thoughts, our feelings, our opinions, bring on incredible people. And we've touched every continent around the world. We have people listening and watching in every single place around the world. So we're doing something right, and it's organic.
Yeah.
So that shows you the power of, there's more to life outside of the 9 to 5. And it's a very exciting journey. Those memes you'd see on social media of somebody trying to climb a mountain, but it's not really just climbing the mountain straight to the top. There's like a valley in the middle. There's a dip, and there's a lot of that goes on too. And there's a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of perseverance. So
yeah. I wanted to talk about today something that should be more of a celebration in terms of 1 year, because we're coming up to August 7th will be the 1 year ago that I convinced you and me to do this program called 75 Hard. And we started August 7th of last year. We went 75 days straight. And then we did 30 days, took a break for 30 days, did another 30 days, and then took a very long break. And up to the 1 year, 30 days before your 1 year, you're supposed to complete another 30 days of this program. Well, unfortunately, my goal was to finish the whole Live, and they call it Live Hard program. But unfortunately, as I got to the 30 days before my 1 year, so 30 days ago, I had a slight injury to my knees. I won't go into too much detail about that, but it prevented me from doing some of the workouts, and it prevented me from doing double workouts. It was really hard to even walk. So I have to bow out, and which in its own is not the worst thing, right? Because I'm still going for walks and trying to stay healthy and doing that. I'm just not doing the double workouts and not doing my normal workout regime. But sometimes you got to listen to your body and take a step back. What it means for me personally is I didn't get to accomplish the 75 Hard full program.
Because there's two parts, right? Because you have the 75
right.
hard, which is basically what I think a lot of people just do, but you can go on to phase 1, 2, and 3, which brings it to a full year program.
Right. That's right. Yeah. And that was my goal when I set out, was to do the 1 year. So what it means for me is I got to do the whole program over again, which I'm actually looking forward to. So I'm taking the month to finish my healing process for my knees, my legs, and get those back up into the way they should be. And then I'm going to start back into the 75 hard program again and start the 1 year over, start the clock over. And I think what I did learn the last time was that, and I think this is, you look at why programs are designed certain way. There's a long break between the 75 hard, the first 30 days, the second 30 days, and then there's a third 30 days. So the second and third 30 days, it's like a 6-month break. Or somewhere 4 to 6 month break. That break is there for you to see if you're going to stay with what you've already done. And I remained with it for a good period of time, but then I fell off on the second workouts a day. I fell off on a couple other things. I fell off on the showers, the cold showers. And I fell off my reading for a little. And I think it's natural for your body to want to be, in your mind, to want to be lazy.
Of course. That's the default in every human, I think.
Yeah. And I think I looking back on it, I allowed myself to get a bit lazy. So I think going back into this program, getting myself back into the mindset of where I was a year ago will be better and refreshing for me. And, at the end of the day, I think everything's a learning process, right? You learn about yourself, you learn about how you're moving forward in life, you learn about the mistakes you made, and as long as you're not continuing those, then I think you're learning continuously. So that's the plan now, and we'll see where it goes back.
Yeah, you know what, Dave, hearing that authentic you and sharing it is really important for the listening audience, and even for myself, because we do lose focus. Everyone's trying to be perfect, and in reality, it's not the case. We know the individual who created the program, Andy Frisella, has even admitted, he's had lapses, he's had injuries, he's had things that have stopped him. But guess what he did? Just like you, got back on the boat and kept rowing.
Yeah.
So, I think it goes to show to the resiliency as an entrepreneur that when you have the no, you don't just stop working and just go in the corner and cry. You get back up and you get back out there and you make the sales. And you're being an example of that. You're gonna continue. You're gonna heal this injury. You're still active. It's not like I can't do anything. You're having to take that step back within reason. You're still doing aspects of it, and now you're gonna get back and get going on it.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. Now, when we did the 75 hard, that was incredible. I remember being in a whole different mindset. I did phase 1. I chose not to go to phase 2. My wife and I had our own reasons for that. We'll get into that some other time. But, I may join you on that. Just the 75 hard. I think just even doing that as a basic everyday thing, it just whips you into that mental grit. It's incredible. It holds you accountable, and there's nothing wrong with that. So
especially just the things, even the things that it taught me about resiliency, mindset, grit, all that kind of stuff to move forward. It helps out a lot. So I'll get back into it. I gotta pick a date, and then I'll stick to that date and then just get it done.
Totally. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'd love to hear from all of you. Have you done the 75 hard program? If you have never heard of it before, there is so much stuff on the internet. You can go find Andy Frisella. Please hit up the search engines, do your homework and research. I know Dave and I have spoken about this before. We always get asked, guys and girls, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you sometimes need to get your investigative hat on, be the super sleuth, and get out there and do some detective work. It's a mental grid program.
Yeah, it's, you know, I have to say, it's not really hard to investigate things nowadays.
Yeah.
Go on to open up your web browser, type
Yep.
in, you will get back results. A lot of people, I think, sometimes are afraid to do work on their own when it comes to looking up something new, and then they find the easier track in asking somebody to show them.
You know what?
Do the research first, then ask.
Yeah, totally. It's actually funny. Maybe we're on a whole different episode at this point, but one of the weaknesses I have is saying no to people, because I'm very genuine. I'm always wanting to help. I'm always wanting to I enjoy people when they succeed. I like seeing when they succeed, I should say. And that's why personally I've been able to coach and mentor a number of people into policing and help them make critical decisions in business. I'm no expert, but people come to me. It's very strange. I appreciate it. It's very heartwarming. But to tie into that, me not being able to say no ties into what you said. It's that people don't want to do the research. So I'm just kind of like that open book of, okay, oh, sure, hear me out.
Right.
What do you have to say? I'll see if I can give you some pointers. So, you know, that's my weak spot. It tied into what you say, because that's, people will come to me and I'll still spend the time telling them. I'm like, okay, you know what? No, I'm not doing it.
I don't think there's, I don't know. I look at it two ways. I don't think it's bad to lead people in the right direction.
But holding their hand.
That's right. It's where you have to basically force feed somebody the information.
Yeah.
That's where I think the issue is. I would never go to somebody and say, can you please give me everything that you have on X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
Lead me to the right direction. I would go to them and say, hey, where can I find information on it? For example, the Live Hard program. Where can I find information on the Live Hard program? Period. Where can I find it? I'll try on my own. And then once I find something, I'll go to you and verify. Is this the information correct? Because I don't want to start something that's going down the wrong rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So here's the information I found. Is this the correct one? I'd rather do that and show the person that I'm actually interested in doing it. And then if it's somebody who's mentoring me, they can hold me accountable for that information.
Totally. And I think at the end of the day, being an entrepreneur, as we are, Dave, having these downs is okay. And that's been the mission of the shows, that we wanted to be transparent, show the ups and the downs, because there's a lot of media, social media, you know, all those other podcast videos. People don't want to talk about the down. Everything's about, look at me in my Ferrari, look at me in my, you know, mansion, you know, whatever. Yeah. And Dave and I realized that there's the missing piece in this entire journey. People will fail. It's okay to fail. You have to continue to be resilient, like Dave is, acknowledging what he did, acknowledging, unfortunately, injuries, what caused this, but he's going to get back on that horse and he's going to ride it. Yeah. So we want to share those downs, and we've shared those. I've shared some of those things in the real estate investing space, and some of the struggles we're running into now, market changing. So there are downs. It's not all amazing. And so that was our episode today. So if it's your first time listening, you love it, you don't like it, you have some comments or ideas, you can find Dave at
Instagram, David A. Moskowitz, and LinkedIn.
Perfect. And you can find yours truly, Richard Biase, on Instagram and LinkedIn as well. So until our next recording, continue to dream bigger, make waves, and take action in life.